Hey guys, short comparison video of the EDC23 and the EDC29. Some of you might be deciding which one to get and struggling, so hopefully this video will help you out. The big difference between these two is the size. So as you can see, the EDC29 is a lot chunkier. Even the head of the light is pretty chunky just due to the extra heat sinking. Okay, I would say it's about 25% larger than the EDC23. If you want the absolute maximum performance, maximum brightness, the EDC29 is the one to get. This thing produces 6,500 lumens in their spec sheets, but looking at some reviews I've seen, others have measured close to 9,000 lumens. So pretty impressive, though. With that 9,000 lumens or whatever it is, it's only for a few seconds. So there's this button here you press on the back, and the lumen shield mode, which gives you this blinding wall of light for only a few seconds. Spot mode is 3,000 lumens. Okay, but the EDC23, the highest mode is 2,500 lumens. Doesn't produce as much light. One thing I like about the EDC29 is that you can program this button here to either shortcut to that 6,500 lumen mode or go to a strobe mode, whereas the EDC23 only has that strobe mode. When you full press, half press will give you the 2,500 lumen mode. It's very easy to switch between these two programmable modes as well. So for those of you who need strobe mode plus the ability to switch that into that full 6,500 lumen mode, this is the one to get. Battery capacities are different as well. So the EDC23 has a 1,500 milliamp hour cell, 2,500 milliamp hour cell for the EDC29. So all things being equal, especially if you're using the lower modes, you're going to get better run times on the EDC29. So yeah, if you're taking longer trips, this one might be the one for you. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, there's not huge differences. I mean, I can really go into details with the LEDs and stuff like that, but let's cut straight to the beam shots and you'll be able to see how these perform side by side. Nitecore EDC23 to the left and EDC29 to the right. And actually, I might just show them separately. That's the EDC29. You can see that hot spot in the ground still, but it's quite difficult to see the 23 here on the ground. It's, yeah, not too bad. Now, next mode for both of them will be 65 lumen mode. Okay, and you can see the hot spot for the EDC29 is a lot stronger, obviously, because you've got a larger reflector for both LEDs in there. Okay, but you still got a decent amount of throw for the EDC23, considering the smaller reflector. Let's ramp them up. So now you've got 200 lumens on the left and 400 lumens on the right. Okay, so EDC23 to the left, 29 to the right. So yeah, same sort of pattern there, much larger hotspot. And step this up a notch now. Here we got 1100 lumens and 1200 lumens here to the right. Okay, and actually these look more or less almost identical. But yeah, the EDC29 again does have that extra bit of throw if we compare them. That's the 23, 29, it does have a much. The EDC23 has a larger hotspot than the 29 on the right. Kind of leaving them both on. They're both approximating each other now. Pretty similar beam profiles, except again the 23 to the left is just a little bit brighter. Okay, so let's put these both onto the turbo mode, and the turbo mode for the EDC23, this one here, pretty bright, as you can see, really bright, lots of spill, and surely it's going to step down soon. Strobe in there as well. There we go, there's the step down. I'm surprised it actually lasts a little bit longer than I expected. But yeah, now it steps down pretty much straight away. Now if we compare it to the EDC29, I mean, there's really no competition here. 29 just outperforms like mad, but it steps down obviously faster, and yeah, you've also got just a spot mode on the EDC29. So the spot mode, which is basically search mode, only activates the round LEDs. Okay, so you don't get that huge amount of floodlight, but if we compare them both, they actually might be sort of similar. So if I go turbo on the EDC23 and search on the 29, okay, so the 29 is still outperforming. I mean, you can't compete with the I mean, they're both stepping down straight away pretty much, as you can see. 6,500, okay. So you can get that strobe mode activating. Yeah, it does seem that the EDC23 gives you a little bit more play when and it basically, that bar regenerates a little bit faster than the 29, but really not a huge difference.